This is the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Kick back and hang with your hosts, Quixote, Lewis, and Joel. Let's mark out.
Yes. Welcome, people, to episode 101. We are now in the start. It feels like we're starting all over again. Like now we're in the
the new era,
the really early 100s. We had a great show last week, episode 100. Brought you some latest in wrestling news and all that good stuff. We gave a lot of hate out. We gotta show some love. Don't worry, we got love in us, right, Joel? We got love.
I mean, it couldn't be On the Mark Wrestling if we didn't do a bunch of hate on episode 100. Come on.
Exactly. Very well put. I'm your boy Coyote, the producer, joined by none other than Joel the hater. We got our comrade, our brother in arms, Lewis, who is out. Your boy is in the midst of a heat wave, but not outside though. inside the house as we speak. He's struggling, but we wish him the best. He says hello to all you people, and he'll be back real soon to join us for some more show. But we're here, and we're gonna bring you some topics. You know, we got what Forbidden Door next week, right? Which Joel, you will be in attendance for, my friend.
Yes,
good for
sir.
you.
I'm very excited after this week's Dynamite and the matches they announced.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
That seems like an all-timer pay-per-view right there.
Yeah, you got a hell of a card coming up. The card looks ridiculous.
I'll be in London town. If we got any fans out there, hit me up.
Yeah, if you in London and you want to link up with one of the Mark Wrestling podcast fellas, our boy Joel will be out there holding it down, posting content, going buck wild in London, enjoying the show. But yeah, man, we got the card is shaping up for Forbidden Door, but not a crazy wrestling week like last week. We still got some stuff floating around, the Naomi stuff. Big question mark. No one knows. I guess we'll find out when everybody else does. But another thing that's pretty, I guess, what would you say? Pretty big in the news circuit is Karrion Kross and Scarlett not being offered something, but it was sort of like an insult. And also some reports are saying that Karrion was offered something, but your girl did not. Joel, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, so I actually did catch parts of his interview with Ariel Helwani, and it was very telling because a lot of fans and the internet buzz has been like, "Is this a work? Is this not a work?" And I think after watching the clips of that interview that I saw, it seems like it's not a work. This guy looked very sincere. If it is a work, then he's probably one of the best actors in wrestling ever. Because he seemed very distraught. He seemed like, damn, he was really waiting for a contract. He got it like one day before his contract basically was done. They gave him 24 hours to sign, and there was no contract offered to Scarlett. He said when he asked about Scarlett, they said, "We'll deal with her after we deal with you." That was the words that he said verbatim. So if this is a work, then this is a very elaborate work, and I don't think they would go this far just to work fans. So it seems like your boy Karrion Kross just didn't cut it. I guess he didn't get the offer that he wanted. It sucks because I feel like there is a lot of room there with his character, especially lately. They've been doing a lot of like those backstage promos, and he's kind of been shining. And I feel like he's kind of finally gotten a hold of his character ever since like the blunder of him coming up from NXT, Vince McMahon putting him in the weird gimp suit thing that they put him
Oh my God.
when he came up with the suspenders and all that. He got released, came back. He went through a lot of turmoil, came back, and it seemed like he was finally getting a hold of his character.
Yeah.
And then that's when he gets released. So it's very unfortunate. I think there is a lot left there with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. I think they're a really good package. Hopefully another company picks them up. I don't see them going to AEW. I don't really think they fit the style there. But maybe a TNA, maybe a MLW, or one of these like smaller companies where they could kind of be the big fish in a small pond. And then maybe that could be what WWE will then bring them in once they see that they can prove themselves somewhere else. It seems like they give them that Cody, Drew McIntyre speech. Is like, go make yourself somewhere else, kid. Come back. Yeah. Let's see what you could do in a couple of years. Because even in that interview, funny enough, he kept calling WWE home. And Ariel Helwani pointed it out. At one point, he was like, you keep calling it home. Like, do you want to go back there? And he was like, yeah, man. Like, he's like, that's where I want to go. So, like, that to me right there, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm not even touching him.
Oh, yeah.
He already telling you, like, I'm going back there. As soon as I make myself into a hot commodity, I'm going back to WWE. So, seems like that's his end goal. So hopefully it all works out for him. But yeah, man, it seemed like the internet was buzzing for a bit. It seemed like everybody was like, we want Kross. And then it kind of just like died down really fast. It did. I don't know if he has that, like that same like love that R-Truth had, or any of these other guys that got released and the fans going crazy for. So.
Oh man, that sucks for Kross, man. Like really, I just feel like he was never utilized properly.
Yeah.
He's not a ring general. He's no Gunther or Drew McIntyre. He's not that guy. But in terms of character work and like the backstage stuff he was doing towards the end of the contract, it wasn't bad. It was good. Yeah. It was good. And with the addition of Scarlett, who adds the beauty behind the brawn and all that stuff, the brains behind the brawn and whatnot, it's a package deal. Like they're not going to work if they're not together, right? Scarlett's not she's not a great wrestler. She's not when's the last time we seen the match? So we can't even sign her you can't sign her based on wrestling. You got to sign her based on what she can bring to enhance someone she's with. And in this case, her husband, her real life husband, it works. There's a chemistry there and it worked. Yeah. It's unfortunate that we might not see Kross in the near future. And you're right, Joe. The chants for Kross were deafening. Like at one point, I was thinking your boy might get a title shot.
Yeah,
like,
man,
legit.
For sure.
And
it seemed like they almost were. The fans were trying to position him into that like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, that fan favorite, but the authority, quote unquote, isn't giving him the push, right? It seemed like they were going towards that, and then I don't know what happened. WWE, guess they just didn't see it in him or whatever it's the case. And it's funny too, because like I've seen a lot of the online chatter now. It's funny because as soon as someone leaves WWE, all the WWE fans flip on.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, he wasn't that good anyway. He wasn't good in the ring. I'm like, since when did WWE fans ever care about work rate?
Exactly.
They've never cared about work rate. And now all of a sudden, because he's not part of the company, he was mid in the ring. It's like, first of all, and it's funny because he's done everything that from what WWE likes to measure people by. I feel like he's done it all, right? He maximizes minutes. He had very few minutes on TV, but every time he was on TV, it was pretty compelling. Mm-hmm. He made his character work into something that was like an actual character. He was telling stories, and then he was also moving merch. At one point, we saw the reports a couple months back that he had like the #1 selling T-shirt. I think right now, actually, it's funny that it all coincides at the same time because he just released his book, and I think it's under WWE still, which is weird. It's a weird situation where the book was written under WWE, so I think WWE still gets some of the profits, but he's on like a book tour now, so it's a really weird situation, and I think that kind of leans toward people thinking it's a work because It's like, oh, why is he promoting a book that's under WWE but he's not with the company anymore? So it is a little weird situation. But on that Ariel Helwani podcast, Ariel Helwani pointed out that it's the number one seller on Amazon too. So like this guy moves merch. He moves that people want to hear from him. So it's weird that he did all those things. He grabbed the brass ring, quote unquote,
Yeah.
that WWE always wants you to do, and then they still didn't. They didn't re-sign him. So I don't know what else it takes in WWE now to be considered a main event player or one of those guys that could be moved up. But it's interesting. It's interesting too because that was kind of his whole spiel about being like a good soldier. And then now, what did it get him? Right, he's just out of a job right now, sadly. So
yeah, damn. Well, we'll see what happens. I like you said, Joel. I don't want to see your boy in AEW. It doesn't fit the mold, and they're not going to do anything with him.
it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. TNA maybe, but they have a big association with WWE, and at some point, in my opinion, WWE is going to buy TNA. It's going to happen. That's what this setup is all about. They could do it right now if they wanted to.
The writing's on the wall, right?
I think they kind of just want to see how this partnership really goes.
It's funny you mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Did you see the report today that WWE wants TNA to have a TV deal with one of their partners, and they want to switch the date to Wednesday so they could go head to head against AEW? That is the report being on a lot of the dirt sheets out there. Wow. They're trying to set up TNA to go head to head against AEW on Wednesdays.
Yo, WWE, WWE is in predatory mode right now. They are trying to destroy AEW. Like it's not even a secret anymore. It's not like a coincidence. Oh, we just happened to be hosting a PLE on that Saturday. No, it's not. It's not that anymore. They are after. Listen. I get it. It's the art of competition. It is warfare out in these streets. Are you better than my product, or am I better than your? Let's see, right? But like you said, like we talked about, Joel, it doesn't benefit WWE that much. No. I don't know what they're trying to figure out, but in terms of the wrestling of it all, WWE has no business stepping into AEW, in my opinion. But man, what do you make of this, man? Like this is starting to be like, okay, AEW, what's your counter? Like, what are you gonna do here, bro? Yeah. You gotta do something. From the deal from ESPN, all the PLEs on WWE moving to ESPN, to that money coming in, to the possibility of getting a partnership, a partner organization like TNA to replace you on Peacock. That deal might go through. Like, it's close. That might go through. All these moves that WWE is doing, AEW's got to counter with something. UFC is now going to be on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
But AEW still doing pay-per-views. Like, I'm supposed to now still pay $55 for this? Like, AEW, listen, man, storyline wise, wrestling, this has been a great year or so for you. Business wise, we got to see some growth. That's the thing that seems stagnant to me, Joel. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I think, well, since they moved over to Max and they're streaming on Max, I think that's been a really good deal for them when it comes to Dynamite and Collision, having the simulcast. I think that's opened like the door for a lot of fans to come in and watch, because a lot of fans nowadays don't have traditional cable.
Exactly.
So now you're able to watch this on HBO Max. I think the next move, like we've discussed before, it needs to be let's offer the pay-per-views on HBO Max, even if it's at a discount or something. Maybe you don't want to give away that full, because they do make good money on pay-per-views. Like it's still a pretty good like buy rate. They get like 100,000 buys or 150,000 buys per pay-per-view, things like that. So like they're making good money. But like you said, if UFC is trying to eliminate pay-per-views,
yeah,
and WWE already has done that for a while now. I mean, it is going to ESPN. It is going to be $30 a month or whatever it is. But I think it's kind of like at this point now where it's like, hey, AEW, we're not paying for pay-per-views anywhere else. Even like boxing is on Netflix. Like the big boxing fights are on Netflix. UFC is going to be on Paramount. If the only real pay-per-view like business still is AEW, fans are going to eventually be like, hey, why am I paying for this when I could get UFC for free on not free, but for a Paramount price? So like, yeah, I think eventually the it needs to be, hey, we're offering our pay-per-views on HBO Max, maybe at a discount, maybe $20 for pay-per-view instead of 50, something like that. But eventually they're going to have to move over because it's just not going to be viable for fans to pay $50 a month, especially now that there's way more AEW pay-per-views than it used to be. Like when they first started, they only had like 4 pay-per-views. Now there's like 9, 10 pay-per-views a year. That adds up, $50 each time.
Yeah.
That adds up. I mean, and they're worth it. They're always worth it. Pay-per-views are always worth it. But when you could get a free show, especially when WWE is going head-to-head with your big pay-per-views, with they throw on a Saturday night main event, which is free on NBC, you know?
Yeah.
I think Forbidden Door, I think there's NXT Heat Wave is going up head-to-head against that. They just announced a show. Well, they haven't announced it, but there's rumors a show during All Out. There's going to be a show for WWE. And the rumor is that's going to be where Brock Lesnar and John Cena face off. So they're going hard. They want AEW to not be able to succeed on these pay-per-view weekends.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. AEW is going to have to do some type of counter, whether it's getting those pay-per-views on HBO Max or maybe going head-to-head against WWE big shows and being like, hey, you want to watch real wrestling? You want to watch some great matches? We're going to go head-to-head against your biggest pay-per-views as well. I don't know how good that would be for their business, but you're right. At a certain point, they got to shoot back.
You got to get the biggest. You got to get the biggest and brightest minds in wrestling in the room, Tony.
Yeah.
Every guy, every girl you got that knows the business needs to be in a room with you. You'll need to huddle, whiteboard it out, and come up with a plan that is, because AEW's not going to, I mean, WWE's not going to stop. And now, bro, they have the capital to just keep go. There's room. Listen, there's rumors of 2 WrestleManias happening in the same year. There's rumors of making all the major PLEs now 2 nights.
Yeah.
They are going crazy with the amount of content they're going to put out. Unreal. There's another season possibly coming out. Original content coming to ESPN app. Like it. They have the means, they have the manpower, they have the firepower. AEW's they got to do something creative or something that gains attention. I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I need to sit in those writers' rooms or those production meetings, and we need to talk, because I'm not worried about AEW, because AEW, I mean, they got cash. They're not going anywhere, right? What I'm worried about is the fact that WWE may feel empowered to do this because they're not being challenged in any other way, right? AEW is big, but it ain't WWE, so they can only match them so much.
Yeah.
What do you do in this case if you're Tony and AEW?
On the flip side, though, if you're WWE or if you're AEW and you're seeing this from like the outside looking in, are you seeing this as validation of sorts? Like, am I now considered actual competition because you're trying to bury me so hard? Like, do you like, because before the big thing, fans, everyone, even WWE, I remember famously when Triple H on TV called it a t-shirt company. Remember that? Yeah. So like, are they not a t-shirt company anymore? It has the fans have turned on AEW. I feel like this year has been a really good year for people to be like, you know what, AEW is actually telling stories. You know what, it's actually a good show. The wrestling is the best wrestling on TV week to week. So are WWE seeing that and being like, you know what, I want to shut down any type of conversation anytime because I think that's the big thing they're going for. I think they know that they're not going to, AEW fans are set, right? Like we're going to watch AEW. If you're an AEW fan, you're going to buy the pay-per-view. You're going to watch the big shows. But what they're doing, WWE, by doing this counter programming, is it kind of takes away that news of whatever comes out of that pay-per-view. Now gets muddied because WWE also had a show at that same time. So it's like all the dirt sheets, all the news reporters now had to report on both AEW and WWE that weekend instead of just AEW. So that's the smart strategy that WWE is doing. But if I'm AEW, am I like, maybe they feel like I am a player now, like maybe I am at the level that they never thought I would be, So, and like you said, I don't think AEW is going anywhere. And I think at a certain point too, maybe it's like you just settle into being number 2, because there's no way you ever overtake WWE. At this point, they're a household name. They're basically Disney. They're freaking Kleenex, like whatever company that you just synonymously think with wrestling.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like AEW
Ford.
is like
all that.
Yeah. AEW is definitely whatever the equivalent of number 2 would be, and WWE is number 1. So,
and listen, like you said, Joel, it's okay that number 2. Their AEW number 2 is a very good number 2. Like that's a solid number 2. Yeah. And like you said, man, it's going to be impossible to overtake WWE in terms of the vast reach they have.
Yeah.
Right. But it is possible to make your programming just as good in terms of story. The wrestling is there, so I never have to worry about the wrestling. I enjoy the wrestling, but the story and maybe some production and maybe inching into bigger arenas, because again, that's another thing that we got to look at with AEW, like the small arenas and the places they're finding. Whoever scouts these places is a genius. They look great.
They do look good.
But it also does make you look at AEW like, man, I take you seriously, but they're doing massive stadiums.
Yeah.
63,000 plus whenever they want.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Versus AEW doing those special venues only during their pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And they do well with the tickets, but it ain't WWE, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if they could start rolling on that and maybe getting into some bigger places and lighting it and being able to light it and film it a certain way, then they might be in business. But you like you said, Joe, this also brings eyes to AEW. Like, what other show is this weekend? Oh, it's Queen of the Ring and AEW and NXT. People are going to be curious to see what this other brand is, like AEW. Yeah. So we'll see, man. This bully tactic by AEW, by WWE is nuts. They're going in. They're like, listen, we just gonna come for you and stop us if you can.
Yeah.
But what I want to do, I wanted to get into one of the special topics of the night, guys. You know, Joel and I, we fantasy book on the and Lewis, we fantasy book on this show. This is what we do, right? We wanted to bring a booking concept to you guys, or just a part of this segment. If we were to book and push someone or people from WWE and AEW, who would those people be? Now, Joel, if you don't mind me, I want to share my first booking decision to push this gentleman on AEW. I want to push to the moon. Will Ospreay.
That's a great one.
It's time. It's well, hold on. Give it up for me. Thank you. You're too kind. Will Ospreay is there. He is ready, beyond ready. It is. I don't know what else he needs to do. He's over. The crowd loves him. He's got the charisma. He can go in the ring. He's got the passion. He's got the whole package. And we've been talking on this show for so long on who needs to get pushed. And the consistent name from AEW is Will Ospreay. And not that he's not being pushed, but I think it's time for him to hold the strap, the belt. Now, your boy Hangman's been killing it. This is the best. Well, this is his best run as champion.
Yeah, sure.
I'm feeling everything Hangman is doing. Yeah. But Will needs to be the face of AEW. And I'm talking like Cody Pyro every time he walks out levels. That's what I'm talking. Like, I'm talking he is the last face on the opening montage for AEW shows. You know how they do, like, the last face is usually the biggest name in the company. He needs to be that guy. Okay. My first pick is Will Ospreay. Any thoughts, Joel?
I love this pick, man. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think it's time to put the rocket on him. He's like you said, he is already getting a push. You know, he's not in the bottom of the card or anything. He's obviously one of the important people of AEW. But yeah, if he needs to be world champion, if not by the end of this year, early next year for sure. Like, he needs to be world champ. Hangman, like you said, is killing it. I really liked Hangman and MJF segment from this last week's Dynamite. That promo, both men on top of their game.
Oh yeah.
Mic work is incredible. Hangman, give it up for Hangman for getting so good on the mic, dude. He's become one of the top speakers in AEW. So I still think there's a long run here for Hangman, but whoever beats Hangman, whatever heel ends up beating Hangman, should then get beat by Will Ospreay. Mm-hmm. I think that should be the lineage. That should be how it goes. You don't want to wait too long to strike while the iron's hot with Will Ospreay. You don't want to get to the point where it's like, all right, man, when is Ospreay going to be champ? When is Ospreay going to be champ? We're waiting. Like, so I think they've done a good job of spacing it out so that it's not too fast too. Because he's gone through the motions. He won the international title for a little bit. He's gone through like the mid card. So if he could then go and win that world title and then literally just put on bangers every pay-per-view, main event bangers, I think that's how you get your, like you said, your Cody Rhodes, your number one babyface, and he'll take the company to new heights, I believe. So great choice here.
Now, Joel, do you have a choice? Do you have a pick?
I do have a pick. Since we're on AEW, I'll stick to my AEW pick. My AEW pick is Willow Nightingale.
Oh shit, bro! That was going to be my if I had to pick a woman wrestler, it was Willow, bro.
Man, she has everything. I think the crowd loves her. She gets a huge reaction anytime her music plays. She's great in the ring. She is a good talker. She obviously has a connection with the fans. I think she needs to be in that world title picture. They kind of been keeping her away from Toni Storm. We haven't seen any type of interaction between them, I believe, in Toni Storm's whole title reign. So I think that might be a reason they're doing that. I think maybe she could potentially be either the one to beat Toni Storm or beat whoever beats Toni Storm for that world title. But I think you need to get Willow in that world title picture and just have her go do press for you, go to the radio stations with that big title, go to the TV shows. She is so likable, so lovable. I feel like if she was on like late night TV, people would fall in love with her. People would be like, who is this? I need to go watch her. I think she could connect with like the women audience as well, which I think AEW could probably use. The children, she reminds me of that Bailey hugger type character, how children just loved her right away. I would love to see Willow in a prominent position in AEW as soon as possible.
Yeah, man, that Willow, man, again, this is someone on AEW's roster who you would have thought would have gotten that push maybe 3 to 6 months ago. Yeah. She's ready. She's there. The matches are good. She's over, Joel. I mean, yeah, to me, that's a no-brainer. Willow Nightingale. I'm glad. Yeah, she's on my list. I'm glad I don't have to talk about it now because now she's on my list. She's there, bro. She's there. She's there. Now, Joel, I did have someone in mind from WWE.
Let's hear it.
And I think this is a no-brainer. Bron Breakker. Your boy Bron performed a little Steiner math on Monday. He said to CM Punk, "What are you, 47?" and then he says to LA Knight, "And you're 40." He says, "Combined, you're 100 years old." The dude, bro, he's great.
He is.
He can go. He's young. He's quick. He's got the Steiner, the Steiner vibe aura to him, where he could be funny but serious, and the crowd seems to be into him. Yeah, Bron. Now, I'm not saying throw your boy into a championship run right now, but I'm saying have him be in the background looking over the shoulder, have him plant those seeds, like he's gonna come for him. He's coming for that belt. But Bron, he's been impressing me since NXT. Even when in NXT, I was like, I don't know about this dude, but there's something there, and he's just been killing it. What's your thoughts, man?
I agree, man. I think they are positioning him in a great position right now, being in the stable with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. It seems like they know that as well. Like, this guy's a future main eventer. I could totally see him having a big match against Roman one of these days, whether it's at WrestleMania or wherever they do that match. That's going to be his big breakthrough performance, I'm assuming. And then, I think once he has that, the sky's the limit. He's obviously generational talent, it seems like. And I think WWE knows that. So hopefully they don't drop the ball. But it seems like they're banking on him to be like the next big thing, just like Brock Lesnar at one point.
Yeah. Yep.
It's funny you choose him too, because my WWE pick is kind of forever tied to Bron Breakker. And my pick, and I feel like they've been doing my boy dirty, man. Carmelo Hayes, man.
Oh,
let's get this guy a rocket. Let's give this guy a rocket. This guy is incredible. That same NXT era that you mentioned was held down by this guy and Bron Breakker, I would say. Carmelo Hayes, I feel like they don't know what they have with him, man. This guy could talk on the mic. He's incredible in the ring. One of the best wrestlers in WWE, I would say. And dude he just has charisma. And I feel like they don't know how to book him, man. Like he could be one of your main guys. I don't know. He's in my opinion, he is literally on the same level, if not better than Bron Breakker. It's just he hasn't been given the ball.
Give it up to Melo. Because I agree with you, Joel. Melo's getting mad disrespectful.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
He looks like a jobber out there. Like it's not even funny. It's not even right. Like the man was in NXT, and he was the biggest thing on NXT for a minute.
Yep.
Major storyline with him and Trick, doing his thing as world champ and North American champ and all that stuff. And in high profile matches, he gets to the main roster, and you almost think like him and Miz are in catering together. Like they're like him and Miz are literally on the same level. That's how bad it is. Like it's pretty terrible.
Yeah. And I actually think they have a perfect opportunity to give him a rocket. And I'll even give WWE the perfect fantasy booking right now. Here we go.
Oh, let's go.
You got Carmelo Hayes, who's from the Boston area. You got John Cena, who's from the Boston area. John Cena's on his retirement run. They have supposedly his final match is going to be in Boston in December. Why not give that match to Carmelo Hayes?
Whoa.
Why not give him the rocket? Make him a star in one night. And it's simple. It's simple. All you got to do is John Cena, a couple of weeks before that last match, just be like, hey, I need an opponent for my last match. I'm doing an open challenge, whatever it is. And just have Carmelo Hayes come out and be the cocky motherfucker that he is. Talk all the shit. Talk so much shit that the whole crowd wants to see him get punched in the face by John Cena. And then you just have a match. Literally, you could have the same exact match that John Cena and Cody Rhodes just had, but it would be that much better because Carmelo Hayes is such a good talent. Just have people realize, like, holy shit, this guy is good. He doesn't even have to win the match. He could lose the match, but at the end of it, have John Cena shake his hand and be like, this guy's here. He's here now. You automatically have a star. You build somebody with John Cena's last match instead of just having him do whatever the hell he's been doing for this last year. Make him build the next star. Everyone knows that Carmelo Hayes took John Cena to his limit on his last match. Even if he loses, he comes out looking like a star. They're both from the Boston area. It makes so much sense. I don't think they'll do it because I don't think they believe in Carmelo Hayes like I do. But if they were to do it, I'm telling you, you got a star right there.
Carmelo
There's nothing
Hayes.
else you have to do. It's easy. You give them a great match. It makes sense. Make a star. Come on, guys. Make a new star.
Joel, I'm not mad at that. But that has to go down so effortlessly. Like, it has to be the perfect moment. Like, from the conception of the idea to the execution, everything's got to work. Because here's the thing. They got to build Melo up starting Friday. Like, like they got to start letting your boy win. He's got to start cutting amazing promos. He's got to start being Melo from NXT times 10.
Cocky as hell. Be times confident. 10. And then just have John Cena say that I'm here to humble you. That's literally what John Cena says all the time, too. He always wants to humble everybody. He did it to Roman Reigns back in the day where he was like, learn to cut a promo, all that crap. Just have him do all that. Just have them do a little promo battle here and there. And then have him challenge for his last match. You know what? I want to give you my last match. Bam. Put on a banger. Have one of those John Cena. Throw everything at him. 5 AAs, whatever, 5 AAs, 6 AAs, whatever you got to do. Carmelo Hayes kicks out. And then finally at the end, he gets beat. But they shake hands. Cena gives him the arm raise, points to him. And now everybody's like, holy shit, Carmelo Hayes is somebody. The fans that don't know him, the fans that didn't watch NXT, realize, like, my boy John Cena says this guy is next. I'm strapping my rocket to him. And that's it. You got it. That's a star in the making, man. Don't you want more stars, WWE? You're in the business of making stars. Come on. We don't need to see Cena versus Brock again. We don't need that.
Right. I'm digging that.
Free booking.
That's a free storyline you just gave them. I'm not mad at that.
But I know they'll never do it just because it's not box office. But come on, you can make it box office. You can make it.
So you would scrap Brock
for the Brock match. The Brock match is probably happening before that.
Okay.
But if it's a retirement match, I feel like you should make a star on that last match. And no one has to pin him. He could still win. Same thing with like Sting. Sting's retirement match, he won. He didn't lose.
True.
You could have Cena win his retirement match, but make somebody. I think it makes sense. You can't do this whole year and not make someone new. It doesn't make sense to me. You can't just go through the hits. Right now, so far, Cena has gone through the hits. He faced Punk. He faced R-Truth. He faced Logan. He did the Logan. He's going to do the Logan Paul match coming up. And then Brock. So it's like you're not really making anyone new. But if you give Carmelo Hayes, who desperately needs it, I feel like the WWE audience doesn't know how good Carmelo Hayes is unless you watch NXT. So right now is your chance to be like, all right, let's make this guy into an actual household name. Come on.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Let's go.
I like it.
Strap a rocket.
Your last match, John Cena, make a star.
There you go.
I like it. We'll see about that one. We'll see about that one. Joel, I had one more. I had one more.
Oh shit.
And this is on the women's side of WWE.
Let's hear
It's
it.
the women's side.
I know it's not Stephanie Vaquer.
It's not Stephanie.
We all know. The whole audience knows how you feel.
It's not Stephanie Vaquer, but I think it's a person a lot of people are like, okay, what's next? Because I know what's next. I think I know what should be next, but she's right there. Miss Jada Parker. We've talked about her on a lot on this show. She's been talked about a lot
tremendous
on other podcasts. Jada Parker not only has the crowd locked in with her, but she's got all of it. Like, we're talking with all of it. She's got it all. She's got it all. It is time to either give Jada a belt and have her do a decent run, and then you graduate her up to the main roster, or you scrap all that because you want to bring her up right now, which I'm not a fan of. I think she still needs to be in NXT, but I think she needs to be bigger. I think she needs to hold a title and do some, like, get those big time matches in with, like, you could do her and Fallon Henley, who's come a long way, Thea Hale, but have these be memorable matches by building up both stars, in making the matches feel important. Jada is great. She's got the facial expressions. She knows how to sell. The moves is there. The sex appeal. The crowd interact. Jada Parker's dope, and I don't want them to fumble this. They can't fumble this. I don't want to see her up at the main roster no time soon. But I do want to see her in NXT doing some memorable matches. Maybe you keep Nia Jax to come in and challenge. You drop some main roster women down there to see what this Jada Parker is all about. Like, you do it like that.
Yeah.
But this is my pick for a big push. What's your thoughts, Joel?
No, it's a great pick, man. Really great pick. Like you said, she has it all. And it's crazy because you pulled it up her page here on Google, and she's only 26 years old. That's
26,
crazy,
bro.
She definitely has a future in the business. Like you said, I don't see her going straight to the main roster anytime soon. I think she should win an NXT women's title or the North American women's title. Just see how she is with the championship, see how she is when she has to put on quality matches every PLE for a little bit. I think it's funny because I think she was gonna get probably a pretty decent push, and then maybe it might have gotten derailed by like this influx of all these free agents that they signed.
Right.
Like, they had Stephanie Vaquer, they had Julia, Jordan Grace, now Blake Monroe. Like, they've had like a nice string of all these like women who have kind of been established other places, so they kind of got pushed to the forefront. But I don't see any of those women being on NXT for long. Like, I think Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe will probably get called up to the main roster sooner than later. And then once that opens up and we see Jada Parker in a prominent position in NXT, I think she's probably going to take the ball and run with it. She's incredible. Like you said, her facial expressions, she kind of just gets it. And it's cool because she's never been a wrestler before. She came straight from college, I believe, straight to the PC. And she's one of the few like PC people that just like automatically got it. I feel like as soon as she stepped foot on television, the crowd obviously loved her. She looks great. She has a great look. And then she just understands the business, it seems like. So I think she has the whole future ahead of her. Like, she's definitely going to be a big player in WWE.
Yeah.
So, yeah, strap that rocket for sure.
Strap the rocket. To the moon. To the moon. To the moon, man.
To the moon, baby.
Jada's it. I think we got some good people we wanted to push, man. Joel, did you have anybody else, or?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the obvious choice that I was going to bring up, but this is like so obvious to me that if they fumble this, then they shouldn't even book wrestling anymore. And that's Oba Femi. If you fumble Oba Femi when he goes up to the main roster, I never want to hear anything from WWE fans ever again. This guy is a star. a monster. Like, he is so good. He's literally probably the best prospect to come out of NXT since Bron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes, those type of guys. Like, this guy is, and for someone who's never wrestled outside of WWE, like, he's straight from college as well, straight into the PC. He's a monster, man.
Damn, Oba Femi. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's my last pick, and that's just an obvious one. Like, we should have even mentioned that one. Like, come on, guys. That's an easy one. That's a layup right there.
He's 27, so my God, man, he's got forever. Like,
I mean, tell me, you can't see him. You could see him up against anybody right now in WWE, and it would make
100%.
sense. I could see him facing off against Roman Reigns, and I think the crowd would go crazy.
Yes,
like Gunther. I want to see that match against Seth Rollins. Hell yeah. Any of these guys, you put Oba Femi in there and it just looks right. It looks like he belongs. So yeah, they can't fumble that one.
Yeah, you're right, man. Oba Femi he's a dark horse. Not in the, like, he's the guy who, for all intents and purposes, on paper should be a megastar on the main roster. But he's also someone you look at, and if he makes the main roster, they would absolutely destroy him. Like, they would make him some sort of joke, or they wouldn't be pushing him right. They would make him some stupid African prince that like what they were doing with Apollo.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews, yeah. Like, they would jack his
I
whole,
hope
like,
not, man.
I don't know. They start saying he's from Zamunda. Like, I don't know. No. That's what I'm afraid of. They got to keep the essence of Oba. If you're gonna if you're gonna bring Oba up, you got to keep Oba.
They're gonna make him Kamala's son or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, we're laughing at this, but these are all legit possibilibilities.
Nah, man.
All legit.
Nah, thankfully Vince isn't around anymore.
Yeah,
I think
listen,
Vince would
definitely said,
"You're Kamala's
son." Jamala? Yeah, no, yeah. See, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to rush Oba. Let Oba kill it until there's just nothing left. Which is, I think he's getting to that point where he's now NXT champ, and he's like, okay, what now? He's now wrestling dudes from TNA and having great matches with Moose and all that stuff. Like, he's proven.
Yeah.
I don't want to rush the main roster, man. The main roster, they may just, I don't know, man. I don't have a good feel there. I don't have a good feeling in my gut that they're going to do them right. So, good pick. I'm just afraid of what might happen. But yeah, man, this is episode 101. Bringing you on all the stuff on the Mark Wrestling Podcast, y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and thank y'all for locking in with us. This was a little fantasy booking meets some news in pro wrestling. But keep it locked in, y'all. We got more shows to y'all. We got 102 coming up soon. We'll probably do some sort of our Forbidden Door from Joel giving us his thoughts on the PLE or the pay-per-view live in person.
Yes, sir.
Which I'm very curious about. But keep it locked in on our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, all that good stuff, y'all. And thank y'all for enjoying the show. Joel, any final words?
Yeah, man, just like Quixote said, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It really helps. So keep doing that. Keep getting them Instagram numbers up, TikTok numbers up. Let's get them YouTube subscribers up. I know you guys are listening, so you better hit that subscribe.
Hit it. Just hit the button. Just hit the button for it.
That's all it is.
Just hit the button. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
You have just listened to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, a Scriptly adapted production. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at On the Mark Wrestling. And email us on onthemarkpodcast@gmail.com.